Hi everyone, and welcome to Watermelon Living. This is my first session, part 2 of Ideal Image Laser Hair Removal. If you want to get more information on how my consultation went, click on the image below.
And so that day we asked if they had any spots available, and so they had one available coming up in a few minutes. So it's a registered nurse here in Texas. They must be a registered nurse to do the treatments. And so they, so gave a bikini area and underarms. They took me to the room that I was going to be doing my session. They give you a robe to wear, and so with my underarms, they give you these wipes to make sure to get all the deodorant off. So any product that you have on your skin, on the area that's going to be treated, you want to go ahead and wipe that off, but they'll have all that stuff there once you get there. And then, so I ended up starting the treatment. They gave me these little stress stars to hold on to. I was like, okay, like, cause the way that they described it to me was that it was gonna be like a rubber band popping, and I was like, okay, that shouldn't be too bad, waxing, that hurts, but I'm like, okay, if I can handle that, I should be able to handle this. The nurse told me at any time I need a break, go ahead and let her know, and she explained everything really well to me. She, let me know, okay, this is where people normally have the most pain, and she kind of took me step by step as to what she was going to do. So on my underarms, the intensity was a little bit higher, and then she brought the intensity down for the bikini area. So where I had the most pain was in the crease, and so I had to ask her, several times throughout the whole session, that I needed a break. Once she was done with one underarm, normally what she does is give you an ice pack, and what she does is give you an ice pack, and for the areas just to get the heat down. But yes, it is exactly like a rubber band popping, and it does hurt, and the nurse was, very upfront with me. Everyone was very upfront. I did feel a little heat, but those were on the areas where the hair was, the thickest, and you can smell hair burning just because it's the laser, it's singeing off the hair, at least on the surface. So if you feel, you go, one of the things that they did say that I can use is a numbing cream, that they have one that they can prescribe, and there was one that they recommended that I can find on Amazon, and I'll get that information in the description bar if you want to know, if you decide that you want to go. They said that apply the numbing cream an hour and a half prior, and be very, very liberal with it, just because it is painful. But in the end, the nurse kept on reminding me, okay, you're doing this for the results in the long run. But there was a few spots where, it really wasn't that bad, just because the hair wasn't that coarse. So the pain might be different for each person. I feel that it's individual. It's not all going to be the same, just because everyone's hair is a little different. The hair color is going to be a little bit different. So the coarser the hair, the darker the hair, it's going to be slightly painful. So one of the things that so I finished my session. They had, ice packs underneath my arms. Yeah, like normally what I heard was that you don't feel the pain once, after, I think, once you're done. So it takes like 20-30 minutes. The pain should be gone. The only thing that I did have was, the areas were a little tender, but I feel that it's just because my body hadn't had that type of pain before. So it was tender for sure. I think the following day, redness, not really. But I know for my next session, which is in 2 months, I am going to use a numbing cream, and hopefully that will help. So I will let you all know how the numbing cream does at my next session. So if y'all have any questions regarding the sessions, just let me know. I'll answer comments or answer any questions on my next video regarding the session. Another thing that they gave me was a little folder from Ideal Image with all the information, and as well with the instructions what to do after my sessions. So they'll give you all the information, tips that you'll need to make sure that you have the best results possible, and they're more than welcome to answer any questions you may have. So if you're kind of interested and you're still on the fence about it, the consultations are free. You can just go in saying, I'm just interested in it, these are the areas that I would like to do, am I even able to do them? Because some areas, if your hair is too light or too fine, you may not be able to do them, and they have their nurses look at, even though, say, if you're not ready to have, a certain area, kind of like I wasn't ready to go ahead and do my legs, I still went ahead and asked them, because I didn't want to, say, do another consultation to ask, okay, am I able to do my legs or not? And so based off of my experience, I will determine whether or not I do additional parts of my body. So I would say go and do some research on other locations that might be in your area. Even look at ask them what type of laser they use, and compare them and see what is the best in their field, because you want to make sure, especially with your skin, that you're using the best possible. Even though some areas might be least expensive, what could possibly happen is that the results aren't that great, and you may have to go and redo them multiple times, or you may not even see any results. So make sure you get all the information that you need. And also, one of the things, even the nurse that was doing the session on me had done it herself, and so she was even saying how she needed a few that she went through her 9 sessions, and she even needed some touch-ups. One other thing I didn't mention was that if you do their session plan, you have a lifetime membership for those areas. So instead of having to pay the full price for that area, you just pay a copay. So even, let's say, a few years down the road, you may have a few spot treatments that you need to do, then you just pay the copay instead of having to go through all those sessions again, because it's not necessary. So that's one benefit of going ahead and doing all the sessions. But I will let y'all know how my second session goes in 2 months. If y'all have any questions, feel free to comment below, give me a thumbs up on the video. If you want any other types of video, feel free to let me know.